neighbor, every time I turn around, the Lord keeps on making a way. Am I right here? I gotta close it now. Yes, I say I got to close, but as I close, I gotta tell you a story about a young man who had a bad condition. This young man, he lost his job. He had a wife and 3 children to take care of, and he lost his job. And when he woke up one morning, his wife said to him, baby, be encouraged. I'm praying for you because the Lord is going to show you something in the midst of your condition. And he got up that morning and he washed his face and he took a bath and he brushed his teeth and he put on some clothes and said, I'm going to go out here and find me a job. Yes, he did. The first place he went was to Job Corps. When he got to Job Corps, they said, we don't have no room for you here. He left Job Corps. Then he turned around and went to the employment office. Got to the employment office and they told him, we have no room for you here. He left the employment office. Then he went to the Salvation Army. Got to the Salvation Army and they told him, we don't have no work for you here. He left the Salvation Army and he turned around and he went to United Way. He got to United Way and they told him, we have no work for you here. He left United Way and then went to the Sam Shelter. He knew in his mind that he'll find something at the Sam Shelter. But when he got there, y'all, they told him, we have no work for you here. And then the young man, he went back home and he got in his car and he drove back home. And when he drove back home, he walked in his house and he walked in his bedroom and he picked up his 9mm and he said, I might as well take my own life. Won't nothing work out for me, so I might as well take my own life. But then the Holy Ghost, he stepped in and he said, young man, do me a favor. I want you to write down everywhere you went. Get a pen and get a piece of paper and write down everywhere you went today. The young man with tears in his eyes, he took out his pen and he got a piece of paper and he wrote down Job Corps. He wrote down the employment office. He wrote down the United Way and he wrote down the Sam Shelter and he wrote down the Salvation Army and he picked up the paper and he looked at it and he said, I still don't see nothing on this paper. So he picked up his 9mm one more time and put it to his head. But another time here stepped Jesus and Jesus said, young man, pick up the paper and look at every first letter on the piece of paper that you wrote down. The young man wiped the tears from his eyes and he looked at the paper and he said, I got a J in Job Corps. He said, I got a E. Y'all feel me here? In the employment office. He said, I got a S in the Salvation Army. I got a U in United Way. He said, I got a S in the Sam Shelter. Jesus! Anybody here wanna call the name Jesus? Anybody here know he'll answer prayer? Anybody here know he'll wipe the tears from your eyes? I said, anybody here know that our God is a good God. Anybody here know that he will turn your situation around? I got to leave you now, but do me a favor. Find your nearest neighbor and reach out your hand and shake their hand and tell them these words. Say, neighbor, it might get hard. Tell them, neighbor, it might get rough. But tell them, neighbor, whatever you do, tell them again, whatever you do, hold on. Tell them, hold on. Hold on. Can you hold on? Can you hold on? Hold on to God's unchanging hand. Have I got a witness here? Hold on. Reach up your hand.